In this video, I'm going to tell you the average net worth by age. First, we have to define what we mean by average because most people get this all wrong. Most people, when talking about averages, look at the means where you add up all the people and you divide it by all the income and you see the average net worth by person. The reason this is a challenge is because billionaires are outliers and they make it look like people have way more money than they actually have. So in this video, we're going to look at the median income that most people have to give you a more accurate depiction of the average net worth of each person by age. At age 18, the median income is 0. That means most people has not accumulated any wealth or debt at that age, so you're pretty much starting with nothing. Most people on their 18th birthday have 0 net worth. What might surprise you is by 25 years old, people actually go backwards, meaning that their net worth is lower than it actually was at 18 years old on average. This is because school is so expensive and homes are so expensive, and many people are taking out debt from the age of 18 to 25, which means they're actually going backwards and have a negative net worth. By age 30, most people have a median net worth of about $30,000. This means all of your assets minus your liabilities, meaning that between your car, your home, the cash that you have, your retirement account, that you're usually only having about $30,000 net worth by the time you are 30 years old. So most people have been spending time in school, they're just starting to pay back loans, they're just getting into their career field or moving up to where they're actually making some decent income and getting some stability in their lives. So if you're only at around $30,000 when you're 30 years old, then don't worry, you are in the middle of the pack where most of people are in life. By 40 years old, the median net worth, it jumps up significantly to about $125,000. Now, the reason it jumps up so much, one is because people have usually been paying into retirement during this time, and people have already bought their homes and their homes are starting to increase in value, which helps them with their net worth. And people who have started businesses and entrepreneurs are usually able to get traction during this time. At 40 years old, most people are still climbing the ladder in their career field. They're no longer considered young and they are making big moves. So at this age, having over $100,000 for your net worth means that you're in a good position. By age 50, most people's net worth is just under $300,000. The reason that it more than doubles is because people are benefiting from that compound interest. So if you have a 401k, 403b, or any retirement plan, now is starting to benefit from when you were putting money in your 20s and your 30s and your 40s. Many people are making huge career jump in their 50s. They're probably at the top of their career in their 50s and 60s. So at first, you may have been at a manager level. Now people are at senior levels and executive levels. And so your income has increased. You've been in your home for an extended period of time. So you're benefiting from the appreciation on your home. And so by the time you're 50 years old, if you are worth about $300,000, then that means you are in the middle of the pack. The median net worth for people in their 60s is about $450,000. Now, I don't know if that sounds like a lot to you, but it sounds like a little to me if that's what you have to spend the rest of your life on. And you could put it in this perspective. If people started working at 20 years old and now you're 60, that means you've been working for 40 years and you've been able to add about $10,000 on average to your net worth until you got into your 60s. But one of the good things about having a $400,000 net worth in your 60s is some people have a pension plan where they're able to get residual income for the rest of their lives, or they've put money into Social Security and they're able to get that residual income. And so depending on where you live, a $400,000 net worth could get a lot of people by. But if you want to look at some of the things that you can do to drastically increase your net worth before you get to the age of 60, is the first thing that you can do is to make sure that you are given into your retirement constantly, so that you're going to benefit from that compound interest that'll make your retirement plan grow exponentially. Another thing that you can do is you can make sure to buy a property, the home that you are staying in. The reason you want to buy your property and purchase it is because not only will you be able to pay down that balance, and by the time you get 60 or 70 be able to have that house completely paid off, but you'll also benefit from appreciation as your home value skyrockets and goes through the roof. And so there are many benefits of saving for the future, of pouring into your retirement, of becoming a homeowner, to make sure that when you retire, you have enough money to be able to support yourself and your family, that you make sure that you have everything that you need. And so that's the challenge that a lot of people have, is they don't plan for the future. They don't plan for retirement. So then when it comes time for them to retire, they start realizing that they don't have as much money as they thought that they were to have. And so I encourage you to look up your net worth, to see what it is, to have a plan for where it is that you want to go, and know what tools or what you're going to need in order to be there. But I hope this video was an encouragement to you, to show you that you are on the right track, that you are doing well, and how you can go and improve in your finances. So if you enjoyed this video, then watch the other videos on my channel, which are all about financial empowerment.